Hello again and welcome back to another one. And King Crook recently shared his thoughts on the ongoing issues between Eminem and Snoop Dogg, and fans are as divided as ever. And there's actually a pattern to this that Crook highlighted in the video. But the funniest bit about this drama is reading arguments online where people put Eminem in the Snoop bracket and claim they are both irrelevant in hip-hop right now. And I have more on this that I'll get to later. As we dive in, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. Now, some fans on the internet slammed those who always bring issues like this, in this case about Eminem and Snoop, to Crook on social media, who always ask for his thoughts, and here's Crook's response to those.
People been hitting me up about this situation between Eminem and Snoop Dogg, you know what I'm saying? And it makes sense that they would hit me up about that because I'm from Long Beach, California. You feel me? And Detroit is like a second home to me. Plus, I know both of them personally. You know what I'm saying? I know both of them personally. So, you know, I ain't mad that they hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, asking me, you know, what my thoughts are about it. You know what I mean? Even though it doesn't really involve me. You feel me?
He's fine with it, and then he dropped his take on the issues between Eminem and Snoop, and it's what we've come to expect from Crook.
I know that rap is a competitive sport. I know that some of the greatest rap songs in hip-hop history are diss records. But for everybody who think that this is going to just be two records going back and forth or a few records going back and forth, you're very wrong. This has the potential to be the most polarizing beef ever in hip-hop. You know what I mean? And for that reason, I think it's not good for the culture. I don't think it's good for the culture. This is going deeper than just who had the best song. This is going deeper than that. They're gonna make this a racial thing. That's what's gonna happen. Every think piece, all of the comments, there's gonna start a conversation that becomes bigger than the actual music, than the diss records. The conversation will become bigger than the diss records. Trust me on that. It's gonna widen the divide in the culture. That gap is going to be like the Grand Canyon when they get done with it.
Speaking on the black-white aspect, on Reddit a user states, honestly, the only person I see making it a black-white thing is Snoop, because that seems to get under his skin a bit. And many seem to agree with this user, and under the previous video I did about Snoop responding to Eminem's interview, a popular comment highlights what would have stopped this drama in its tracks from the beginning. Come on, Snoop, stop the ish. Apologize to M, it will not make you deliberate, but show you as a humble dude. I mean, Snoop is no stranger to apologies. He did apologize publicly to Gayle King when they fell out, and since it was the last statement from the interview that caused all of this, not some lame top 10 list another user adds. Snoop starts the whole thing, then threatens a response. And right under Crook's post, one user expands on this. People been making it a bad habit disrespecting Eminem, they do it for clout. And moving forward, these are Crook's thoughts on how to handle this.
For this particular thing, I believe that it's not good for the culture. And that's why I say, yo, me personally, since y'all asked me what I think they should talk it out. I think they should talk that out in private. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happens, happens. Resolve it if you can. You know what I'm saying? Find common ground to take it to higher ground.
And on IG, here are some of the most popular reactions to Crook so far. They need to talk it out in private, put the BS aside, then hit the world with a collab record produced by Dre like old times. And this right here is similar to what people said the first time. If Snoop really felt he could do without Eminem's music in hip-hop, that should have been said in private, since they are on the same team, far from strangers, and not on Eminem hater zone, aka the Breakfast Club. And another user expands. Snoop had loose lips, M caught him on it. Snoop's pride too big to admit his slip and give M his respect. And yeah, it just might be cause M's white, or it could be Snoop's jealous of M. Regardless, M ain't backing down, nor should he. Hopefully, he realizes Snoop just speak a little too freely with all that blunt. And those still asleep believe this is about a top 10 list. Here's one. Bill's point were made. I think it falls on Marshall to apologize. Honestly, you can't fault Snoop for having an opinion. I'll stop this right here, since evidently that user doesn't know what the hell is going on, even after all the information that's out. And speaking on people sharing their opinions when they clearly know nothing, here's some comedy. In response to a user that said Eminem is still relevant today, the user states, "You are bugging. Most kids don't even pay Eminem mind, they at least know Snoop as a personality." And after the user gets this response with Eminem's songs that are still popular among young people today, the user responds with, "Freak is Godzilla." I nearly fell out the chair laughing because this is an argument about who's more relevant right now, and you'd think to join a discussion like this, at least you'd have to know what's going on in hip-hop right now, since Godzilla was one of the biggest hip-hop songs of 2020 globally, #1 in a few countries. And here's a fitting response. You're out here arguing about who's more relevant, but don't even know what Godzilla is? Hard to argue if you don't know anything. It's funny because most of those that side with Snoop Dogg on this, for one, never saw Snoop's video or Eminem's Shade 45 interview speaking on it, and tried to bring down Eminem by stating that him and Snoop are both irrelevant right now, which is why I dropped this tweet a couple of hours ago to point out that the quote-unquote irrelevant Eminem had the second biggest hip-hop opening of 2020 worldwide. Someone even asked me, do they actually believe it when they say it? And that's one I struggle to understand. Now back to the clueless user talking about a top 10 list. Here was a great response. Did you even hear the interview? Man, shut up and actually listen to what Snoop said and then tell us who's wrong. LOL. Eminem doesn't give a freak about Snoop's opinion. But overall, most people agree that this needs to end amicably. What are your thoughts? Comment below and see you on the next one.